Hey there, guys. I am here at Edison Elementary School with Miss Schneibly. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And you're here with your two gorgeous little boys. We have Archer and his little brother, Bennett. Bennett is so happy to be here, as you guys can see.
He's got one of our buddies here, too.
Yeah, so tell us about his little buddy that he has.
Do you want to tell us his name? Okay, his name is Freddie the Frog, and he's from a place called Treble Clef Island, and my kindergartners and first graders love him. He teaches them all about music, and he introduces the Treble Clef staff. Do you remember what it says?
Yes, put on a happy face.
Yes, put on a happy face, F-A-C-E, the spaces, and the kids learn about spaces and lines.
How cool, I love that. And you are kind of like pulling double duty this year because not only are you teaching, you're teaching kindergartners and first graders, and you have two little ones joining you at your school this year. So how do you prepare yourself and your little boys?
For myself, I actually just met with another teacher because I'm also teaching 6th grade at Ramstead Middle School.
Oh my goodness, your plate is
and,
full.
we went over kind of the first 4 to 6 weeks, I think it was, just to kind of try to be on the same page. So that way, if any of our students end up transferring from her class to mine or vice versa, we're kind of in the same area with our teaching. As far as us personally, we try to have them do a little bit of some school stuff beforehand. He's been doing Adventure Academy, and then he's been doing Hooked on Phonics, just to try to brush up our skills a little bit before school starts. So
that's very important, absolutely, because when I was a child, I just forgot everything I learned during the school year, during the summer.
We just focus on having fun, right, during the summer, and not that learning isn't fun. Of course it's fun.
So Archer, what are you most looking forward to this school year?
At the start of the summer, it was really fun, but then towards the end, it started getting boring, and I was just really on the couch playing video games.
Speaking of being back in school, what are like the preparations you're doing, especially because of COVID, because it's still a thing now?
Yep. This year will be different, or at least it will start out differently. School district is not requiring masks. I think they're recommending them, but they're not requiring them. For music class, it's a little different because we sing, and when you sing, more stuff comes out. So I haven't quite figured out, we have not been able to discuss if we are going to wear masks in music class when we sing. Or not. I probably will, because I just want to make sure that I'm protecting those who are not vaccinated yet in our household. This year, everybody's in school, so social distancing is going to be a little bit more challenging. I do have these dots that I put around the room to try to get them to social distance, and that way they don't have to think about it too much. They just know which dot is theirs, and they go to their spot. But with more kids in the classroom, it is going to make it a little bit more challenging.
And speaking of challenges, I know like the first day of school can be super nerve-wracking. What advice would you give to parents of little ones who are nervous?
I think just knowing that your child is in good hands, and we are all here in this together to give them the safest, best quality education that we can, and we love those kids like they're our own. We want to make sure that they have a good experience. We want them to want to come to school.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure chatting with you and your beautiful boys.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you have a prosperous and fun school year this year.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.